Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of Solution Architects. So today we are going to take a tour of our AWS console accounts. So the first thing you do is to log in. To go and watch my previous video, which is on day 3, where I talk about how you are going to create your AWS account. So now after you have created your AWS account, you log in. So I want to take you to the top of what we have. Now, you remember that in my last video, I talked about what? AWS region. So these are the region that we have in AWS. You see? So these are the region. US East 1, OEO, US East 2, a lot of them. You see? So all these one, they are what? They are the AWS region that we have. You see? There are 16 regions that are not enabled for this account. You see? So now it means I can decide to change my region. But you should know that all the services that are on AWS, they are regional scoped. It means that if you use EC2 in one region, maybe you use it in this OEO now, you understand? You may not be able to use it in another region. So they are regional scope. See? They are regional what? They are regional scope. So let me go to by China. So now, I want to take you down the lane. Things you need to know, things you are going to navigate throughout. You see? Now, in this place, these are the most recent visits. So whatever services you have visited, you are going to always be seeing it here. Always see it here. Now, where will you go first? The first place you go is this icon. You click on it, then you click on all services. So in this place now, you see audio services that AWS has. You see? These are audio services that AWS has. And all those services, they have their own work. They are those services that you will be using to create, to build, to design, or to secure any business. You understand? That your company puts there. So these are the. So this, like this compute now, this compute, all these services that are under compute, it means that they are just like a virtual computer that you rent from AWS and you'll be paying. You pay as you go. So the moment you, like, for example, let's say you borrow EC2 now, server, you now host your company website, you host it there. So it means that the moment the EC2 start running and it start working, so you start paying for it. So that is it. So that is all this one. So that is the major work. They are just for rent. You are renting it and you are paying. Then we have Quantum Technologies. So this one now, the major work is to perform all this, Quantum physics now, all this sophisticated analysis and all this critical reasoning. So that is the work. So maybe somebody is into any critical reasoning work or something like that, they can also come here and borrow this, pay, and start working for them. Then we also have security, identity, and compliance. So all this one, they are what you are going to use to enforce security on your accounts. Enforce security on what? On your account. You see, all these things, we are going to talk about them one by one. And that is why AWS is kind of complex, because you need to know how to use all these things, how to configure them, so you see, WAF, all these things, they are security that you can use to protect your account from hackers. Then we also have containers. Containers, they are just like you borrow a small space so that you can put your service there. So that anytime you want to move it, you can easily move it to another place if you like. So container, they are just like you putting your service in a small bucket. So that is it. So you can put any of these as your container, and you put your service there. Then we also have storage. Storage, majorly they are used for storing files, storing different data and all that. Majorly. Then database, they are used for structured data. You understand? Maybe your website or your app. You understand? They required somebody logging in, saving people data, you understand? So that is the major work. Then we have media service, now, for all this video, audio, and all that. Then we have front-end web mobile. So all this one, they are used for like the user interface of the website or whatever. Then we have application integration. So all this one, they are the one that you use to connect. You understand? To connect to other services that you want. So we have a lot of them, developer tools, things that a developer can use to build websites or build whatever. Then we have blockchain. This one, they are used by blockchain developer. Then we also have game development. So you can actually run your game. If you want to build a game, you can actually run it on what? On AWS. and everything will work fine. Everything will work fine. So you just need to know that all these services, they are regional scope. So some of these services now, some of them may not work with this my own region, which is Vagina. So some may work with Ohio, some may not work with Vagina, some may work with California, some may not work with. So they are regional scope. So whatever services you are using, so that's why as a solution architect, you need to know that okay, these services we want to use, is can we use it in this region? Is it available in this region? So that is what you need to know. Now to see or to check if to check the availability of service on your region. So what you are going to do is to go to AWS Global Infrastructure. You just go to AWS Global Infrastructure. You are going to see the availability of each region. You know that okay, this your region, no, it has so thing. This your region have so that is that. So we have a lot of them that you need to go through. Now, if I click on this EC2 now, so let's say I want to use EC2, I want to launch the web server. So like now, as I click on it, it's going to open the EC2 dashboard. So everything here is about EC2. Everything here is about the configuration of EC2. So you see, if I go down, you see, we have different type of EC2. We have different type, dedicated, you see, we have saving plan. We have a lot of them. There are about 6 or 7. So you see, then we have all these things now, they are attached to EC2. There are things that you can do. There are some configuration you need to set on EC2. So it's like security group now, this one they are under security. So it means if you want to secure your EC2, you can use any of these to secure it. They are part of security for your EC2 server. Then we have load balancer to control the network, to balance it, to auto scale it and all those things. So we have auto scaling. You see, so all these things, they are just configuration that you can do what on EC2. You see that now it shows that instances running 1. It means that I'm already running one EC2. Now, anytime you create your account, if you have created your account, AWS will give you 200 USD for that account. 200 USD for that account. And they'll give you some days for you to use it. I think it's up to 1 year. 1 year or more than that. Yeah. So you are going to have, so it means that you can use whatever service you want. But the moment this thing exhausts, just know that whatever service you use, if you use sophisticated service, you'll be charged for that. So, but in this course, we are not going to spend any dime. We are not going to use any sophisticated things that is going to cost us too much money at all. So I'm just taking you around this stuff. You see, so this is all the things you are seeing here is for EC2. It's for EC2. So things you can connect with EC2, how you can secure EC2, different type of EC2 you can use. Then there's a different kind of templates of EC2. Then some, in case there is an emergency or failure, things that you can do for EC2 so that we back it up. So you should know that you yourself, you are secure, you are doing 50% of your services, while AWS has already provided 50%. You understand? So that's what we call share responsibility. So AWS have provided all these services for you, for them to be working fine. So your own now is now to configure it. So you are now learning how to configure it, how to make use of it. You understand? So by the time you know how to configure, how to make use of it, so you'll be able to put any services there and make sure it is safe and make sure it is running smoothly. And if at all, if any issue happen, you'll be able to what? You'll be able to know how to correct it. You understand? So that is it. So this one is for EC2. You see? So, and it is under compute service. You see? So I may decide to go under maybe security. So let me go under IAM. I go under IAM now. So it's another service entirely. So here I am in IAM dashboard. So IAM now is just what I use to control who can access some things, services that can talk to another, what some services can have access to. Because in AWS, like one complaint can be using one AWS account. And what they just need is, so the person that created the account will give a root account. Why? We can have a lot of users. Under the account. So we can have developer user, we can have security group, we can have maybe customer care, a lot of them can create a lot of users. So you can see, can create a lot of users under it. And the root, which is the person that created the account, can give each of them policy. Like this request now, they will have their own. This is a particular user, this is a particular, this is another particular. So let me go to user group. So now you see, now under user group, now we have admin, we have developer. So admin group, now they are the people that I will give admin responsibility. So that is the essence of the IAM. I will tell that admin, okay, admin can do this, admin cannot do this. That is the essence of IAM. Developer, oh, their work is just to develop, so they are not meant to. So there are some places they are not meant to. I can create more group. I can create more group and call it maybe any name depending on the organization. So it means that one particular company now, maybe Lakewest International Company now, can be using one AWS account. All my organization, all my workers, they'll be under this AWS. So I just need to what to share responsibility for each of them. I just need to let each of them know that this is what you can have access to, this is what you can have access to, and they'll be working fine. They'll be doing whatever they want to do in their own territory. Why me? I'll be the one to be supervising them as the root user. So I'll be the one to be checking, okay, what can they have access to, what they cannot have access to. So that's just it. It's just like you being in your house. With AWS, if you are in your house, you can actually run your complaint fine. You can own a very big complaint and be running it. And people will be working under you. And they'll be working remotely. So they don't need to, you don't even need physical place. You don't even need building. Just set up your AWS account, configure it, use your two-factor authentication and all those things, set it up, make sure it is working fine, and added all your workers inside a group them. So you as the root user, you'll be seeing them, you know what they can access to because you have given them some IAM policy. That's the essence of IAM policy. IAM policy will just allow you to give them what they can have access to, what they cannot have access to. That is it. So we have a lot of services, a lot. So they are very, very many. They are very, very vast and many. So all these, they are the what? They are the AWS services that we have. So that is that. About that. So in my next video, we are going to proceed and we are going to start learning them one by one. We start with IAM policy. So we learn how and control people from accessing different resources on our AWS accounts. So that is it. See, anytime I mention AWS, just know that one AWS account starts for one complaint. You understand? One AWS account starts for one complaint. So one complaint is one AWS account. So under that complaint, you can have many workers. You have up to 1,000 workers, 2,000 workers, more than that. For each of them, we have their own group based on the kind of work they do. So this is just like a virtual complaint. In real life, it's just like a virtual complaint. So that's just it. So these are just what you need to know. Then we also have terminal, you see. So this terminal now, you can actually navigate through it. Then if in case you don't want to go through all the old services here, you can actually search for whatever you need here. Actually search for, maybe you are looking for CloudWatch. You can just say CloudWatch. So you see, this is CloudWatch. You see, so this is Cloud. Once you click on it, it's going to go into the dashboard of CloudWatch. And inside CloudWatch, you also have different configuration, different things you can set up. How you want your CloudWatch. CloudWatch is just like to be inspecting, to be checking all the activities that is going on in the company. Checking. So you set it, you can alarm it that okay, when so person access this also thing, oh yeah, alarm it. You can tell you okay, a log, okay, when so people do something in their own place, in their own department, log it for me so that we can see what they are doing. You understand? So all these things, there are a lot of services. So in my next video, I'm going to put you through the IAM policy and we are going to set a lot of things up. So thanks for watching.